I remember I was watching this video on TikTok. This dude was explaining it perfectly. He's like, in the beginning, when a girl's like 18 through 25, they going for the dudes with the muscle, the dudes that are tall and shit like that. But as soon as they hit like 23, right, they going for the short dude with all the money, right? He said all of a sudden, as I got older, I started noticing all the girls that were going for the fit bodybuilders, now all of a sudden we're going to the rich, short, nerdy guys. And they never went back. They never went back to the muscle guys.
Because like more likely like the more attractive guys, more the asshole that didn't supply the resources.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? A woman will marry a short guy that has all these resources, but will still sleep with the dude with the long D and the tall height, because he's fulfilling the genetics need, right? Okay. And the other guy's fulfilling the resource need. Very rarely do you find a man that can do both.
True.
Right? And a woman's dating strategy is always survival and resources. That's just instinct. And I'll challenge anybody on that. Because why do you need me to be stronger than you? Why do you need me to be taller than you? Why do you need me to be smarter than you? Why do you need me to have the house? All these things translate back to when we were in fucking caves, and it was the man's job to protect and to create these spaces where women felt comfortable to be themselves.
I brought that up, didn't I? Okay.
And girls really don't want to understand that shit, because they don't want to they don't want to be seen as, you know, this generalized thing, but it's the truth. Why do you want me to be taller, smarter, have all this shit? When now we have equality, you can do it yourself, because there's still this instinctive imperative for the male to do his natural job.
Okay, so what's your message for we got the guys that they're hearing us right now, like what we're saying, but then obviously they see, man, we got a handful of shows. There's girls that are here that be like, hey, he doesn't have to have money, and I actually don't like attractive guys. I like ugly guys, like, and it makes these guys get ringers. Like, oh man, well fuck, I'm gonna cancel my gym membership then. Shit, man, I'm wasting my time. I'm gonna go for this bitch right here.
Nah, at the end of the day, bro, you know, there's tests done on this all the time, like psychology tests. It's like when a woman sees a man with muscles or a man that's taller, she'll pick him out of all the short dudes. That's a test that's been done 1,000 fucking times. If you're a dude that's making $150,000 a year and you're able to showcase that you can make that much money and like do it without even having to stress it, she's gonna go to you versus the dude that's making $40,000 a year. That's just how it is, right? We can pretend, and girls will do this too, and this is something that girls do. Where they'll be on social media and they'll be like, no, I would never do that. And that's just because they understand that they're being looked at by society, and women are all about, again, survival. And a woman's survival is predicated upon how she's viewed in society, right? That's just throughout time. This is why girls are very good at mental manipulation, right? That's where their power is, in their words and in their mind. We're very good with the physical. But anyway, you know, so at the end of the day, I just lost my train of thought, my bad. But at the end of the day, like, a man needs to understand that no matter what they say, you need to look at what they do and who they've been with. So a girl will say, yo, I only like white guys. But if you've been with like 20 Hispanic men over a span of many different years, and like you've only changed that up maybe like once or twice, that Hispanic guy got a huge chance of getting you. You know, if you say, oh, I'll date a short dude, you've only dated one short dude, and that guy was maybe like a quick bang, but then you were long term with this one black dude who's 6'3", that's where you're at. Right. Okay. Again, girls are trying to showcase to society that, yeah, I'm a good girl. I would never do that. I'm not all these bad things. But then when the cameras are off and the mics are off, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do. And this is why it's important to understand what they say is not what they do. Right. And it's unfortunate to say that. And I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm not trying to be anything. It's just the facts. It's just the truth. And, you know, we live in a society where the truth is seen as negative no matter what, for some weird reason. Well, we know why. And so at the end of the day, bro, it's like, if you want to make it easier on yourself and think that she said that she'll date short dudes or she'll date dudes that ain't got money and that makes you sleep better at night, so be it. I mean, that's on you, bro. That's your piece, whatever. But I always try to force myself to look at the realities of society. Like, I love Indian women, right? Am I likely to get an Indian woman because I'm a black, Hispanic, white guy? Probably not. Yeah. It's the truth. Do I like that though still? Yes. So what does that mean? That means I have to meet them at what they want, which is usually what? Resources, status, right? That's when they'll ignore certain things, because at the end of the day, a man at the peak, most men can't get that no matter what their race is.
So would you say, can the man, or should he build up his value based on where he's at? Like, I'm in Missouri in a small ass fucking town, population 10,000, like, or should he just pretty much go for what he sees on the internet, man? I see all these people, man, Andrew Tate and everybody got a Bugatti, and like we just riding around like that's the goal. Like,
the goal shouldn't be Andrew Tate. The goal should be what makes you happy, right? Life is short. If you're trying to be Andrew Tate, but you really Spider Guy advice, you're going to be unhappy. That's what I learned about myself. I could make, right now I'm in a very comfortable place, right? I can travel when I need to. I got a good schedule. Do I need to be making another extra $200 a week? Is that gonna change anything? I ask myself, is making an extra $1,000 a week, what am I gonna do with this money?
Yeah.
If I'm already making the metrics that I need to, this extra money isn't gonna do anything but be used for what? Partying?
Yeah.
I've already partied enough. Drinking? I don't drink. Okay. Traveling? I can already do that on the pay that I make. So what is this extra? Like my father be telling me this all the time. You want to get your master's degree for what? What are you gonna for
What are you
what?
gonna do with
What
it?
is
Yeah.
this? What is this
How does it
extra
add
money
value? Yeah.
gonna do? Are you just doing it just cause? How many years does it take to get this? Oh, it takes like so you're given time, which by the way is the one thing you can never get
never
back,
Never get back.
right? For this extra bit of money that you're not even gonna really use.
Just to
Pe-
say you have it.
Right. People don't think about these things because they look at society and they go, I gotta be a doctor. But okay, so it's gonna take you like 10 years on top of another 10 years to really be seen as anything because nobody wants a doctor that's been a doctor for a year. Now you in debt, you got a couple million in debt. Right, so you even though I'm a doctor, if this girl really saw your financials, you starving, bro.
Yeah.
I'm making more money than you. I make more money than a resident.
Okay.
So you people really gotta factor in these things, bro. And again, a man should always ask himself, "Am I comfortable?" Where if you're comfortable, like I tell my brother all the time, if you're comfortable, you don't need to be making $1,000 a week.
But is it okay to be comfortable?
I think that men need to be more comfortable with being in a space that girls might not like. Guys will literally fight their entire lives to please women that only want them for about 30 minutes. And it's very unfortunate because you'll chase all this fame. I know a rich dude he worked his whole life, became rich, and then got the women he wanted. And he's like, bro, this is it?
That's what I did all this for.
And then he gave it up, literally, like just made an LLC, put his family name on there so it stayed within the family, became a farmer.
Damn.
Oh shit.
So he was like,
Drastic change.
but he realized he was chasing this dream, but the dream wasn't for him. The dream was so that he'd get access to these women.
Yeah.
But when he got access to those women weren't the women he wanted. The mentality of those women at the top was not what he thought they would be. He said, I was looking for a woman that was devoted, traditional, that would never leave me, that would dress a certain. He's like, I couldn't find that at the top.
Hell no.
And then he said, on top of that, because of the money and status, he could never know if a girl really wanted him or not, because it was always, oh my God, you're that guy. Oh my God, you got that. Tupac spoke about this. He said, when I was just Tupac Shakur, he said, when I was regular, they walked past me. He said, as soon as they hear Tupac, their eyes lit up, and he says that bothered him, and that should bother every man. You do not want me because of who I am. You want me because of what I've become.
True.
And that is an important discrepancy that we all need to understand. And it's no hate against the women. This is just how y'all program. And once you understand as a man how they're programmed, you can make your life so much easier.
Okay.